Back in Satisfactory, about to complete phase 4. Just checking a couple things to make sure that we're up and rocking and rolling. We are. And we're live on Kick. I kind of want to maybe I'll do that next stream. Yeah, we'll do that next stream. Okay, so here we are. We are back. Let me get this up and going real quick. I always forget to get my stream up and going on the telly. There we go. Mute that sucker. All right, here we go. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome back to the Masters of the Game YouTube channel, G-Man MOTG over on Twitch, and Masters of the Game over on Kick for now. And we're soon to add Rumble to that list. I don't know how that's going to work. We're going to check it out. Okay, so this is where we're at. I've been doing a little bit of work. The power, well, it said the power was out yesterday. The power was not, in fact, out, but the internet was out. And so I did a lot of, single player type stuff. Turn this down a little bit. A lot of single player type stuff. We artificially boosted everything that we've got here. We added a rubber train so we could feed rubber to this monster. And this is a blueprint that I downloaded from Satisfactory Calculator to complete phase 4. We did complete everything, and we have extras of everything for phase 4. And I've been loading it while I was just chilling yesterday. I went ahead and loaded all of this into the elevator, but I didn't click the button. But we're about to click the button, and we're going to unlock phase 5. I also did some work in Satisfactory Modeler, which I'm not happy with. But let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll talk about that. So let's seal this bad boy. Oh yeah. Okay, kick chat's over there. Cool. And then let's send it. And that's the phase 4 upgrade. Let's see what happens here. We going? Yep. I think maybe because we moved the, yeah. Because we moved this thing back here, it didn't show this in the sky, but we've got it now. This will show second to last animation. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. All right, phase 5's unlocked. Now, so a couple things here. Looking at phase 5, I went through and I ran Satisfactory Modeler, and let me see if I can. I don't know if I can pull this up for you or not. I'm gonna try. Maybe not. Maybe not there. Maybe in Steam. Let's see if it's in Steam. I don't know if the save file is in Steam. Let's see. If it's in here, great. If not, then we'll move on. But basically, what I was trying to do is backwards engineer phase 5 so that that would give me the plan for the mega factory. I ran into some issues, I'll say, just trying to figure out like the base numbers as far as like what raw ore needs to come in, what you know, how many ingots I'll be making, that kind of thing. Okay, here is Satisfactory Modeler. Okay. Yes. Okay. So as you can see, this is kind of what I started getting into, and I started getting into the weeds because I varied from where I was at. And essentially what I started doing was basically taking each component back to say, okay, this is a ballistic warp drive, and then this is what this component, this is this component, blah, blah, blah. And I got to a point where I was like, man, this is going to get to the point where it's unreadable. It's going to be impossible to follow. Okay. So I decided to just kind of abandon it. But I did get to this point, which is this is the factory that we're trying to design. And then I kind of started like breaking these up into components, which is kind of what I would like to do. And then I kind of all around decided that, you know what, let's just do it in game. Like I know that the planning thing is it's great and fun and whatever, but I was like, let me just start figuring this thing out. And so what I did is I came over and I started kind of looking at where I need these. Let me turn this down. Actually, we have music outside the game. Why is it still playing? Okay. So basically what I decided to do was kind of align these machines with what I intend to put into the blueprints. Okay. So I went through and I did the math and I did things like, for example, this is 30 ingots, right? This is going to require, yeah, 30 ingots. Well, I was like, well, first of all, 87.5. 1200 is the max that you can pull off of a node. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. 1200 is the max that you can pull off of a node. Okay, so we start with 1200, let's just say. Let's say we're going to use one node, and then we go 87.5. So I would do like 1200 by 87.5. Okay, and that would give me 13.74. And so then I would come in here and kind of edit that a little bit to figure out kind of where I need to be. And I kind of worked through all these machines that way to kind of figure out where the blueprint's going to be. Okay, so was kind of messing with that while I was waiting on phase 4 to go through, and then I just decided let's just complete phase 4 and then let's look at phase 5 and see what our unlocks are and kind of go from there, because I'm in a position right now where I feel like we need to unlock some stuff. Is there a way to turn this music off? Can I blow this thing up? Can I? Is there a generator in there? I can. Anyways, I don't know. So, I guess I could just turn this down for now. There. So now when we come close, we won't even hear it. So what I was looking at is like just unlocks basically, because we're needing to unlock, like I need Mark III blueprints. Well, I don't have half of this unlocked right now. Okay, quantum encoding. I don't have half of this. This kind of stuff I don't have. Okay, so we need this stuff. We need like I need the Mark III blueprint. Well, that's going to take a minute to unlock. These are the singularity cells. Some of this stuff you can't get until you do it. Mark 6 belts. I can't really build the factory This is stupid. I wish this unlocked way sooner. Like, I feel like it should unlock going into phase 4, so you have the max, you know? Okay, I unlocked the max belts as I beat the game. Wow. All right. Great. So, anyways, and I know those aren't the max belts. There's Mark 7, I believe, that goes to 2,000. Those Mark 6 are 1,200. So, where are we at right now? Well, what I need to do is what I have, I need to unlock what I do have. And this is manufacturing some things. I went through and I used every sloop that I had and I boosted a bunch of this stuff. So we're going to recover some of those sloops. And let me get some game volume going again. It just bothers me while I was trying to talk. Okay. And then I did some of these as well. These are adaptive control units. So basically all of that just to say that we're going to feel it out. I was going to build this huge mega factory, and at this point I'm kind of like, I'm wanting to start the playthrough with Saz, and I'm wanting to go finish Scorched Earth on Ark, and I'm wanting to start farming Simulator, and so I'm kind of like, let's work through this, and then let's be done with it. And then when we do the playthrough with Saz, it's going to be super creative, so we'll just do that. Okay, and so here's where we're at right now. Some of the things that we're creating, there's 200 batteries, supercomputers, heavy mod. So some of the things that we need to unlock is what I'm looking for. And essentially, yeah, here's RCUs. So we need 250 RCUs. We don't have any. We have 78 tickets. I don't think we can get 250 RCUs with that. We'll go look. Would you kindly shut up? Yeah, so we'll get 50 for 7 tickets. That's crazy. We have to do 5, so that's 35 tickets just to get the RCUs done. The cooling, that's 100. 25 tickets to finish that. So yeah, that's not the path that I want to take. So let's go back and take a second look. So the outbound is coming up here, and it's coming into here. Sorry. It's coming up here, it's coming across here, and then it's going up. So RCUs are feeding into here. We're going to take pressure conversion cubes. We don't need those. We'll take those. We'll take. Oh no, we won't take those. We won't take those. We won't take those. So we don't need these anymore. Let's turn these off. That way materials can stack up. We'll go dump what we've got. Continue to hunt for more. Basically, we can double down and boost what we've got here a little bit. Wait, what? Okay, nuclear pasta I have. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. Dumb. I do have nuclear pasta, though, that I can load. But for now, this is what we want to do. So we're done with the first component. We need the cooling systems and RCUs. So let's go back through our. We don't. Okay, we don't need these. Let's turn these off. We don't need the. We do need the assembly director systems, but we don't need them right now. So turn that off so that it's not consuming resources. We basically want resources to back up in the system. Computers. Those are all computers. HMFs. Supercomputers. There's nothing really in there that we need right now. Okay, turbo motors need RCUs. So RCUs are really suffering right now, and RCUs is the holdup. So let's figure out why RCUs are not. Well, they have everything that they need. Are they being used as they're being manufactured? Is that the problem? There's some cooling systems. If we turn these off, so the thermal rockets are not being made, stuff will stack up here. So we need to go find out why this is backing up. Rubber seems to be the culprit here. We're just looking through this stuff. Pretty basic, pretty basic. Bolted iron plates. Interesting. And these are reinforced, coated iron plates. Rotors, encased industrial beams, stators, electromagnetic rods. I think he attempted to color code some of this stuff so he knew what the hell was going on. Here's rubber moving. Very slowly. I think rubber's a bottleneck, honestly. I also think this is something else that I had to do. This right here, is this full? This is full. Okay, so this is like, this is producing aluminum. This was producing aluminum, and the water was getting full because these are producing water over here. Water's an outbound, and then the scrap goes out to make aluminum. So what was happening is it was like backfilling those pipes and shutting those down. So I built these fluid buffers to kind of help with that. This, in theory, gives me 30 minutes before I have to flush it, but it gives me a whole hell of a lot longer in reality. Because it's not really filling at 100% capacity or whatever. Okay, crystal oscillator. What we're looking for is MCU production. That's what I'm trying to find, MCUs. And I think okay. Yeah, I think this is mirrored. So what I think the deal is, Yeah, MCUs are on this side. Okay, so what I was looking at over here on this side is whether we could delete this blueprint or not, because this is chewing up a lot of our resources that we don't necessarily need, and it's not really serving a purpose currently. Okay, wire, quick wire. This is all going to be quick wire. Yeah, all quick wire. Okay. And I don't. I got automated wiring. Automated wiring. We don't care about any of this stuff. So we finished phase 4. So what we could do instead of jacking with this, let's see. Maybe we can do it this way. Preload. All right, so RCUs requiring aluminum, oscillators, and computers. So we can do this, and let's just do, I don't know. Let's do a couple of these for RCUs, so we can get past this point. Okay, go to 1, go to 8. So what we want to do is we want outbound. And then we want to split. Split. What else? Was that it? That's it. Okay. Damn. Is that what I want to do? No, it's not what I want to do. We basically want to split these without crossing them, which is going to be kind of difficult. But what we can do... Oh my god. Please give me some electricity over here. There we go. Alright, let's take this. And let's take this. Alright, put a manufacturer down. Perfect. Good. Whatever. All I'm going to do is build a floor above this. That's all I'm doing. So I can stack these. And then we'll be making a few MCUs a minute. Easy peasy. Okay, let's just put it like that. Hopefully that's lined up correctly. It is not. It's okay. Yeah, that should have been lined up correctly. Right there. Hello, how's it going, Saz? How are you doing, brother? I've had some internet issues the last couple days, so I've been fighting that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do: splitter in, right? No. Just got back from Nashville, Tennessee. Good old Nashville, man. I just feel like I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so here's... I think I'm just overthinking this. What was happening in Nashville? We're just going to do regular RCUs. We're going to boost it. And we're going to do the same thing down here. So we'll make like 5 a minute. Yep, we'll be making 10 a minute. That'll work for now. Did that? Oh, shit. Hold on. I had to take a little girl. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Okay, we need aluminum casings, oscillators, and computers. So we're going to preload. Computers, aluminum casings, and then we need some oscillators. Okay, and then this is going to make 10. This is 5 a minute, so let's just say 10 by 250 is 25 times 40. So we need 1,000 aluminum casings. Okay, that should get us done with that. We need 25. Oh, yeah, we get plenty of oscillators. Computers, we need 100 computers. We got plenty. Everything's doing really good. That's good to hear, man. Be honest with you, I was kind of a little worried when you were telling me about it the other day. Like, damn. I mean, that's some serious shit. All right, we need to find our... What the fuck are you doing? Me bolt, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good, isn't it? Okay, we need to do... There's a disassembly crate right there. Okay. So this should have everything in it from what we just disassembled. Oh, yeah. Let's delete some of this stuff. Delete. 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 Yeah, she was born a pound 11 ounce 5 months ago, and now she's... Oh, hell yeah, man. That's great. That is great. I have not been playing for 8 hours. This game's been running for 8 hours, but I have not been behind the keyboard that long. Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't me, brother. Not me. You can't prove it. So this should be... Yeah, we are rocking and rolling on this now. And we're going to have to do the cooling systems, but we'll preload this. Man, I'm glad to hear that, dude. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to be... I think I'm going to start streaming over on Rumble as well. I'm still debating, but not much to debate. The batteries, I kind of want to keep the batteries. I feel like the batteries are important to keep. Maybe some supercomputers. I think that's about it for that side of the deal. I don't really... Yeah, let's just get rid of the rest of that. Okay, so this should not be... This shouldn't be suffering at all on this side. I'm getting close. I'm getting so close to getting aluminum ingots. I am, I'm not doing good, dude. Not doing good at all. I basically abandoned the Mega Factory plan, and I'm just kind of playing through to get done with this playthrough at this point. So I'm gonna keep this as a playthrough because I started to build my tower and I was messing with some blueprints and stuff, trying to make it nice. And I made some like this kind of deal, Mark V's to hang from the ceiling and clean all this stuff up. And then you know, some stuff to go on the ground for belts, and I made this guy. I was starting to build like decorative stuff for the factory and factory pieces and stuff, and then I was like, yeah, let me back off of that a little bit. I even organized my blueprints. And then I was like, if we're about to start a playthrough, like this could take months to play through this, to finish this up the way that I want to finish it up. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep it. Once I'm about to clear this out. So once I do this unlock, I'll clear this out. Because this isn't making anything that goes... It is making nuclear pasta. But it's not making anything else that is going to help me. I have 8 belts to 38 belts balancers. Holy shit. Wow. Well, I mean, you're like going crazy though. I kind of do want to see it. Let me go dump this over here. This is phase 5. Nuclear pasta. There we go. Yeah, I kind of do want to see it. I'll go ban this person. Ban hammer. That's why I got rid of Kick. I'm over on Kick right now. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll fire up Kick, but it's just freaking bots. Oh wow. What? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Interesting. Huh. I'm looking at this like going, how the hell? That's cool. Yeah, I bet it did. That's looking at that, I'm like, so I don't quite understand balancers, to be honest. Like, okay, so this is 720. Wait, let's do it this way. So this is 780. Sorry, this is 780. So a balancer comes into play when, like, this would be 350 plus. Wait, what's 780 divided by 2? 390. So a balancer comes into play when, like, for example, I want to split. Because, like, if I did it this way, and I did it this way. So right now I've got 390 going both ways. But if I split it out this way, and then merge, like, merge, and then I split this out. So, like, basically, if I want more, you know, more or less on a belt, then I need a balancer. Or, right? Something like that. How do I don't understand. In this one, there's 3 lines going in and 5 coming out, all even. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. Okay. Because everyone's like, use a balancer, and I'm like, I don't understand the. I never understood that. I've never used them. I've never used. Like, I've used like a manifold balancer, just a simple manifold balancer where, like, you have, you know, whoops, you have multiple, like that. God bless it. This is my manifold, right? And, like, let's just say that, like, every time. So this is going in here, this is going in here, and every time it's like dumping a little more off. I've seen it to where you basically have like this, like you want to feed the end of the line. So you, instead of sending the entire belt down, you split it off and you tie it into there. So, like, half of it's feeding here, and then the overage continues on, and then it's that initial split comes this way. That way, every belt has a foundry. So, okay, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. So that's what I was looking at earlier, because for example, which I was thinking about your blueprints, because all of these machines I kind of went through and I pre-programmed them so that I could use them later. But basically what I did was, like, I was looking at this one and I was like, okay, I know he had 325 ingots. Well, the max that a node can put off is 1,200 ingots, and then I was like, 325 or 37.5. Sorry, 37.5 is 32. Is that right? 87.5. Why did I do that? Not 37.5. 80. And it's like 13.71, and I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. But I can only send 1,200, a max of 1,200 ingots from the node. But with the 2,000 belts, if I take 2,000 and divide 87.5, you still come up with a decimal, but you come out with a more rounded decimal. So I was like trying to like look at that and figure out basically how to make the most of my resources. Because essentially with this maxed out, every 6 of these is one water pipe, and then you got 325, and then if you look at it that way, the max belt divided by 325 is 6.5. So I'm like, that's not good. You're gonna have ingots belt, backed up. So I was trying to do the math on this, and I couldn't figure it out. It doesn't play well with that recipe. So, anyways, what are we up to? Oh yeah, this ain't gonna take long at all. And then we can work on our third component for matter conversion. Everything on this world is overclocked. Yeah, I know, but I didn't mean to load that, but I mean, this is overclocked as well. And this is maxed out, and if you max out your node, you're still at 1,200. That math still doesn't work out. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was trying to figure out, and I was like, this isn't adding up. Do you know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm trying to do, what I wanted to do, I was just doing math because I was letting this thing run, and I was like over here playing with these, and I was like, okay, that adds up. This adds up to the belts. Yeah, I might have to restart. What do you mean you might have to restart? So what I was doing, I was looking at this, and I was like, okay, if you get closer to 80, let's just say you underclock this to like, I just started building. Oh, okay. Because I was like trying to figure out what math you had worked out, and this was as close as I could get on this side. Because then I was like, okay, well, 1,200 divided by 80, well, that's an even number, so we're going to get 15 of these, which means a 1,200 node would feed 15 of these clocked. That's about the maximum that you can get. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I'm not concerned with water, because I'm like, well, I can send 600 water to 6 of these and still be okay. You have a little leftover water, but what I don't want to do is I don't want underused ore or ingots backing up on the belt. So then I was looking at this, and I was like, okay, you got 295 per minute, which is kind of shitty, to be honest with you. Because then when you look at these recipes, right? When you look at, we need 1,200 divided by 295, you get like 5. Meaning 5 of these can feed onto one belt. So yeah, four of these can feed on a belt, which kind of sucks, because then you're like, okay, 295 times 4, then what's that? 1180 now. But then I went back and I was like, okay, that's 20 ingots that's just gone. There's 20 ingots there that I'm not using. Is 20 ingots a big deal? Not really. That's pretty fucking close if you're trying to match the numbers up. And then I was like, well, what about 2,000 belts? Because that's really what you're looking at divided by 295. 6.7. So 295 times 6, 295 times 6 is 1,770 ingots going down the belt at a time. So that's what I was doing, because I was like, this is step 1, feeding into these, which is step 2, and I've got sloops and everything in these. I was just trying to plan it out for our playthrough, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to look at it to make sure that it kind of matched up, so we're getting like max efficiency out of these. Because when you look at that and you're like, okay, well, if we use a 2000 belt, because it doesn't matter if you use a 2000 belt from the node to here, you're only going to get 1200 ingots on it, unless you're merging belts and all that kind of bullshit. And I'm like, I don't know if that's the right answer. So then I was looking at this and I was like, okay, well, if you did a 2000 belt and there's 6 of them, right? 1770 ingots. And then you come over here and look at that and you go off of one node. I'm just planning off of one node. So 1770 ingots divided by 30. 1770 divided by 30 is 59. So that means 59 times 240. 59 times 240. That's 14,160 screws a minute off of one node. That will be like, that's what I was trying to do, is just figure this out, because I want to design my blueprints around a 1200 production. And then you can multiply it, because then you're like, well, if I only isolate pure nodes and I bring all the pure nodes in from the map, and these blueprints are designed around 1200, then you know, you're going to be good to go. I know. It's ridiculous. What's going on here? Did I run out of materials? I did. I ran out of aluminum. Aluminum. Do we have... Yeah, we got the casings. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of what I was trying to plan out. But it's real difficult. Even in Modeler, it's difficult for me to reverse engineer it. I was trying to do that too. And I was like, We're still making nuclear pasta. Did I... See, the cooling systems are not coming through, and I'm not sure why. Modular engine, modular engine, modular engine, modular engine. Smart plating, smart plating. I think it's turbo motors, RCU, rubber. Rubber's a bottleneck. Why is rubber a bottleneck? I got to go figure out why rubber's a bottleneck. Give me about a week and you can have all this aluminum. What do you mean? Okay, rubber is coming. I'm trying to figure out. Here we go. Rubber's going this way. It's coming across here. It's feeding up that way. But we have rubber feeding from, I believe... Okay, yeah, it's empty here. Empty here. Give or take 75,000 ingots. That's crazy, dude. That's craziness. Like, so when I was figuring everything, I was going off of like 24,000, because I was like, all right, well, let's just say that we did more or less like 20 pure nodes, or 10 pure nodes and the rest are normals or whatever. I was just trying to like be realistic about what we could potentially pull in. What the f is going on here? Where is the rubber? Okay, rubber's supposed to be feeding in from here. This train, there's 2 trains that are supposed to be bringing it. I'm gonna fly over to the rubber and plastic and find out what the hell's going on over there, because it doesn't seem like I've got two trains back and forth. I shouldn't have a rubber bottleneck. Um, but yeah. So I was looking at like 24,000 ingots, and and I was going off of, like, let's just say that we did 24,000 ingots a minute, and then that spills over into plates. Once the plates storage is full, then that spills over into rods, and then that spills over into screws, and so on and so forth. And then I was using programmable splitters and what do you call it? What do you call them? Smart splitters and programmable splitters to kind of run the belts, so there's not so many belts. But you're gonna, I mean, you're still gonna need a shitload of belts. But I was like looking at it from that perspective of burst manufacturing the ingot. The ingots are gonna make all the time. They're never gonna stop, because as soon as you make 24,000 ingots, it goes into rods and it goes into plates and it spills over. But when I reverse engineered the factory from phase 5 and did like 25, when you're looking up there at phase 5, I did 25 of each one of those a minute. It basically boiled down to about 24,000 ingots needed at the very basic stages to make that happen. And so I was like, okay, 25 of those a minute isn't bad. That's not bad. So that's 100 every 4 minutes, which means every 25 minutes you're making 1,000. If my math is right, I think I did that math right. Of the phase 5. Now, some of that stuff, the phase 5 stuff is like, there ain't no way you're gonna make 25 a minute. All right. Where's the? Why? Look at this rubber. Why is it going so slow? Was it? Surely not. Did I use Mark 1 shit? No way. That's Mark 5. That's Mark 5. Mark 5. Mark 5. I think I may have found part of the problem. It's Mark 5. Oh yeah, that was definitely part of the problem. Mark 5, that's good. Make sure this is Mark 5. Yep, Mark 5. Okay. 7. Mark 5. We're good. What in the hell is going on here? Okay, that's Mark 5. Mark 5, Mark 5. Is this Mark 5? That is Mark 5. Is that Mark 5? Yep. All these Mark 5. Yep, is this Mark 5? That one's not. That one is. That is. That is. That is. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay, I think we're Mark 5'd all the way out. How many tickets do you have? 44. So yeah, that was just my thought. Just thinking, I don't know, basically that, engineer the whole system around a certain number, but Honestly, it kind of doesn't like. Then I started thinking about your arrangement, and I'm like, honestly, that doesn't kind of make sense. You know, you kind of make your design as far as like if you're making an aesthetic factory. Let me go back. Making an aesthetic factory or making aesthetic factories, which is what we want to do. Um, I think we just kind of build it and reverse engineer it as far as like this is what we need, and just have fun doing it because there's definitely going to be enough material to support what we want. All right, any day now. And then we need cooling systems, which I think cooling systems were rubber. RCUs haven't been fed yet. Turbo motors, smart plating. Let's go downstairs. I think the cooling units are probably downstairs. Let's flush that network. Oscillators, motors, heavy HMFs. Cooling systems, here we go. Motors, heat sinks, and nitrogen gas. We definitely have enough nitrogen. Moving into this. HMFs are kind of holding up the fuse modulars, but do we need fuse modular for that? No, heat sinks maybe. Encased, rotors, encased, stators. Come on, man. But Saz, honestly, brother, I was sitting there thinking about your blueprints and how you have your your plates, your rods, your screws, all that shit modular, and I'm like, man, I really like that. I really think that's a good way to go. Like that factory that you've got in the desert it's what's in my mind. It's what I'm thinking to just start with spillover with that. Heavy modular frames, motors. Am I missing something here? Does stuff go downstairs? Like, where is the damn... Where's the heat sinks? The belt work to be bet. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's the aluminum casings I was looking for a minute ago. These are deuterium ingots, quartz crystal, squoos, and them damn squoos. Those are pure copper ingots, steel ingots. I may be just out of my freaking mind. I know. Oh, there's AI limiters. Bet it's right over here somewhere. Heat sinks right there. All right, let's boost that. Is there more than one? Probably not. Let's boost this. Okay. So. Rubber's the holdup here. think it's right. Yeah, it's right here, and these are off. So as cooling systems feed, I can gather them from here. Cool. Yeah, we can take time with the belt work and stuff. I want it to look super cool. Honestly, I want it to be, you know, really nice. Really nice. How much did you make? Did you make enough? Uh-oh. We might be done with the MCUs. For this unlock. One? Are you shitting me? Fuck you. Okay. This should be enough to finish it up. I need one. Boom. Okay, that should be... Oh, God. We need 500 of these. You can send it anytime you want. Boom, boom, boom. Done. All right. Oh, fucking hell. I didn't do that. All right. Let me go sort this out. Let's upload this. We still got to keep working our hard drives. Turbo pressure. I need the pure Caterium ingot. I mean, we're going to need it all, but... Shut up. You guys are still partying. It's time to shut the party down. All right. So... We need... Is it in this? It's not even in this, is it? It's not. What is it? Where is it at? Is it in this? Where is the cooling deal? I thought it was in that. Did I miss it? Iodine? Nope. I didn't miss it. I did not miss it. Is it in a blender? Watch it be in a blender. It's in a blender. It's right here. Okay. So we need heat sinks, rubber, water, and nitrogen gas. Easy. Easy. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We need heat sinks. And heat sinks are in this, I think. Yeah. We're in this. Okay. So let's do this. Let's load that up. And then we'll go figure this out. So basically we have water feeding into this plant. And I think if we waited long enough, we probably would have what we need. There's 36 cooling systems right there. Which makes me wonder if they're already backing up. We'll go look. I might just let this go because it's honestly going to take probably just as long to do it this way as it is to set up a manufacturing line. But these two right here, why are they not feeding up into there? I'm so confused. There should be... Yeah, these are cooling systems right here. This comes across here, and then this goes over to here, and then it goes upstairs. Yeah, it should be like... Is it because this is off? Oh, here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. I got an idea. We can turn these on. We can turn off the... We can turn off this. Turn that off. Turn that off. That's off. Turn that off. Oh yeah, we got to take these back. I forgot. We got to take these back. Yeah. Cool. So what I should be able to do now is turn these on. Yeah, turn those on, and that should, it's not getting the motors. Oh, shit. Hold on. Why are we still producing? We shouldn't be producing engines at this point. Modulars pause, modulars pause, modulars pause, modulars pause. Smart plating, turbos. Turn. Oh wait, turn that off just in case. We don't need RCUs. We don't need any of that, and we don't need any of that. So everything on the top floor is turned off, unless there's. It has to be just a backup in the system somewhere. Okay, oscillators, motors, which is fine. We don't care about the motors. Etal, is this fuck it, keep that going. I'm not turning this shit off. I think it's just a backup in the system. I just need to clear out the existing motors so that it can't manufacture here. All right, cool. That should get us to where we need to be on the cooling. I don't know. We probably don't have enough on the cooling because we need like, I don't know, 220. Yeah, okay. We're going to be there soon, though. All right. So like 160 and we're done. With this fiasco. What's over here? Are these still cranking out? Is this still cranking out a lot of it? No. Not really. Not really. I'm ready to delete this blueprint and try and line up my phase 5 bullshit. Okay. Okay, this is still cranking out cooling systems. But motors, nitrogen gas, and heat sinks. And they're good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's just coming from one machine. So it's making like 7.5 a minute. So about 20 minutes and it'll be done. We're just going to let it go. All right, so what's next? What is next? Let's go look. I think we have to do an unlock before we can move forward. Yeah, like we have these. We can probably nab these and these. 200 and 400. Fixed site trigons is not going to be difficult. This is going to be... a beach. Shut up. All right. No big deal. Let's go see what we can grab for the next stage. RCUs, we're not doing. Turbo motors. Oh. Okay, turbo motors is something we can probably set up, so let's go look at that. Look at that. That smoke is still going. That's so weird. Okay, if I set up turbos, cooling systems, radio control units, motors, and rubber. And then if I boost this... Alright, this is final outcome right here. And then we come from manufacturer into final outcome. There's that. We go to turbo motors. Turbo motors. Where the hell is it? There it is. All right. All right, then. Okay, and then we're going to need... Is there anything... Yeah, rubber can go straight in. Motors comes out of this. So we can do motors. Motors. My damn motor. And then how many do we need? Well, we don't know because we need to do... Actually, that's probably... I probably needed that there. Yeah. Oh. Wait, what? Blender. A blender. Out. What's it gonna produce? Just cooling systems. Okay. Cool. So we've got rubber, water, and nitrogen gas right there, right there. So I'm not worried about that. This does have rubber going into it though. So that's something to consider. Wait, what am I building? Oh, turbo motors. Because we need like 200. And then we need this and this. Na 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 na. 112. You know what? I'm not doing this. Because this guy's making it already. Like, let's just use this to make it. It's already here. It's already freaking here. Okay, what if I do this? Boom. It's going to burn through. But it has everything it needs. It should have everything it needs. Yeah. Yeah. 24. 23. We got 48. We need 120 more. And then we'll shift over to over to the other things. We don't have fixed site trigons unlocked yet. There's a dismantle crate over here. What's in it? Where is it? You know what? I bet it's down in the. I bet it's down in the damn cave. I'm gonna go try and find it real quick though, while we're waiting on that to finish. I've got nothing else to do. Why not? I don't know. This once I've unlocked everything, this might be a pretty fun playthrough. It might be worth, you know, doing some aesthetic building. Is this crate in the fucking ocean? I bet it is. It damn sure is. Where is it? Right there. I see it right down there. Huh. Well, I can't get to it. All right, let's go look at this, though. Let's go look at these, because these can probably be destroyed. Destroyed. Destroyed, yeah. All right, she gone. I don't even know what to do because I can't get to that dismantle crate, so guess it is what it is. Guess what? It is what it is. Let me go look at something over on my Twitch real quick. Over on the Twitchy. I haven't looked at my analytics here in a couple days, so I wanted to go look and see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, then. I saw what I needed to see. Not enough space. Are these normals? These are pure? That's pure? Holy shit. Let's go see if this water's full. Nah. Okay, yeah. We're good for a while. Shit, I don't know, man. I'm ready to do this unlock. I don't want to spend tickets, though. Oh. Alright, let's go see where we're at. We ought to be pretty freaking close. Are you kidding me? I need 6 more of them bitches. 6 more and we're done with that milestone. Tier 9. 9. There we go. We got them. That's it. Alright, then we're going to shift over to, we'll look, but I think we shift over to turbo motors. And we'll let that go. I think we have to make fixed site. There we go. Yeah. Supercomputers. Okay, I may have fucked up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go look. Aluminum casings. I believe it's on this level by the computers. Let's go look at it. Modular, no, modular. Turbo. Well, I did fuck up. But I didn't fuck up real bad. It's okay. Let's turn that up. Turn that production on so that we get the MCUs. The turbo motors, we need to figure out, those are going over to here. So we need to turn this off. And start, we only need 200 turbo motors. So we'll turn that off for now. And then let's go look at this. That's cooling systems. Crystal oscillators. I thought maybe I missed something. I don't think I did. Motors is on. Motors is on. HMFs is on. Brother, I'm stuck. There we go. Circuit boards. $400 supercomputers. All right. All right. Enough. Pressure conversion cubes. These are off, just like I needed them. This is making... I mean... we could. But we have the RCUs turned off. I think. We're not making magnetic field generators. We're not making mod engines. But do we need to be making mod engines? Are they feeding into... It's versatile. Thermal propulsion, thermal propulsion. Okay, RCUs use rubber. Okay, let's do it. Well, because we need... hold on a second. Is this feeding... This output is going... I'm going through changes. Are these feeding... I'm so fucking confused right now. Hold on. Because these RCUs... I thought they were feeding turbo motors. Where the fuck are the turbo motors? Turbos are right here. There's radio control units and electromagnetic controls, rotors, and motors, which is fine, but the RCUs, that's what I'm confused about. Is this turbo motors and this turbo motors? That's RCUs. So we only have one turbo motor, making 14 turbo motors a minute. That's fine. But these are cranking. So we should start seeing production here. We should start seeing this feed in. Unless the RCUs are going all the way over here. Oh no, I'm so confused. RCU, RCU, RCU. No, it's just this one with RCU. And no RCUs are being made? Or they're just not being outputted? No, they're moving. 100% they're moving. I'm so confused here. This is RCU. Yes, that's RCU. So that drops down onto this belt, which feeds over to here, comes over this way, feeds down, comes back up, and comes above. So at this point, it's coming... I literally lost it. It said it was coming up. It's feeding right here. So it's feeding into the back of this one, which is the pressure conversion cube, which comes over here in turn and is turned into nuclear pasta, which I'm fine with, but shouldn't it be splitting? Because if that's the case, how is this getting MCUs? Oh, it's getting MCUs. So we're rocking and rolling now. Okay. And then this heads over here. And then these are backing up right here. Right? And we have the modular engines turned down. So if we turn this up, or turn this on. Okay. All right, we're rocking and rolling now. We are crack-a-lacking. So we got 40, yeah, about 40, 50. So we're on our way. All right, and then there's 29. And supercomputers, I got 38. We need 400. Okay. Next on the agenda, let's do manufacturer. Let's look at this real quick. Going through changes. So we have yeah, essentially let's run over here. Because we can drop this and pull belts out of these factories over here that are not being used, I think. And we can start making supercomputers. Oh, we can make fix. I'm stupid. Okay, we'll explore that in a minute. All right, so this is asking for plastic. Not on that one. I don't think we have plastic feeding into any of these. We don't. We do not. No. So it's going to be on this last one that's no longer hooked up. But let's see what we've got. We got AI limiters. Okay, this is a full... Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Okay, let's do a manufacturer right here. Okay, and then what we're going to do is go to supercomputers right here. Okay, I'm going to boost it and sloop it and do that. So that'll make 10 supercomputers a minute. Let's do 2 of them. Let's do 20 a minute. All right, they're powered. All right. Actually, matter of fact, let's do it this way. Let's merge. Okay. We'll put this here. There we go. All right, so what do we need to do? We need a plastic feed, so we're gonna do this. Let's feed the other belt. Do computers. That's feeding. Next is AI limiters. I connect. Connectors, and then do splitter. Do this. Oh hell. Okay. Next is going to be AI leaders. Top. Plastic's the next one, I believe. Yes, sir. Plastic. All right, let's do this. We'll come back and get it. I just need to preload this container so we can get supercomputers going. And this is probably way too much. We're only making 400 supercomputers, but it'll be like 20 a minute. So it should be like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. So we'll dump this. We'll go get our other shit. That should start manufacturing. We should start seeing supercomputer. Yep, there we go. Yep. Okay. So it's gonna should use about 400. No. About 800. I don't know. Might have to come get another load of this plastic though. Let's go ahead and do it. Why not? Oh, might as well. I may need some of those in the future, so let's go ahead and. All right. It's empty. It's empty. Wow, okay. All right. Yeah, that ought to be enough to like 28 to 1. So go ahead and do this, and then we'll go look at fixed site triangles and the non-crystal deals. All right, so she's backed up. That is enough to make 10. Oh, we're already crack-a-lacking. It ain't gonna take long at all. Let's go dump this plastic. Let's go grab our stuff, and then we'll head back over there and look at our motors. And we'll let that go, and then we're gonna look at fixed site triangles next. That's the next easiest thing. There you go. All right. This is just, if I remember correctly, yeah, we're just making ingots. I believe dumping it in a train and sending it back over to aluminum factory. $50. I think 50 is the highest. Is it the highest of the whole? Probably. See, this is not even pushing our speed. Like, right there, it's not even. Very, very frustrating. We are getting somewhere though. All right. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Foundry burger. I have not made one of these before. Let's make. Let's look at a foundry. Okay, that's not what I need. I definitely need. It's not going to be in a smelter. It is definitely going to be in the converter. I don't have. Do that, I guess. Freaking hell, man. I guess we're just burning material. Some radio control units. I gotta build a converter, at least one converter to start getting fixed site triangles. What? Wait, what? Hold on. All right. Thank you. I guess. Really? Fucking hell. How much are supercomputers? Well, we're making. Actually, we probably don't need to. We do need. Let's do this. These. That's 50. All right, let's go over here. Let's see if we've got our supercomputers. We may have just bought our way into quantum encoding. I don't know why I didn't think about looking at trigons, but those are cheap in comparison, and so are the time crystals. Super cheap. I think the Mark 6 belts are fixed site. That's 158. I think we need about 10 more. 162. That's actually, if my math is correct, that's exactly what we need. Excuse me. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I don't know what my counting was. I'm 200 shy. And these are expensive. Yeah. That would be 16. Yeah, there's no reason to do that right now. No reason. Okay, let's... What? Okay, I thought I saw a ticket for sale in the ticket thing. I was like, what? Alright. Forget it. What did he- There. Out of Sam. Okay. Well, that's cool. Out of salmon iron, you can make sulfur. And bauxite. That's fucking cool. Particle accelerator. I'm missing 10 supercomputers. We're missing 20 supercomputers. Well, I don't know. This guy's working overtime. I forgot to turn him off. Do we need any of this? We don't need any of this on. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. Personal framework modulars. Modular. Get away from me. Modular. Smart plating. Turbo motors. So this one was MCUs. We don't need the turbo motors anymore. We need MCUs. So we can turn that off. I mean, not MCUs, RCUs. I don't know why I keep saying MCU. Okay, these should back up. These should start backing up. Nothing should be jumped through. Except this. Oh, I'm taking that. All right. All right. We're going to look. Actually, I could look up here. Right now, I got one built right here. Let's go look. Diamonds from coal. Nuclear pasta or plutonium pellets. We're going to keep it on nuclear pasta for now. What time is it? Is she asleep? I don't know. Her lights are pretty dim. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's we gotta make some room. No. We gotta make some room. All right, let's do this. Let's upload this. Upload this. Upload this. Upload this. Upload this. We're really done. We just need supercomputers, and then we got 3 or 4 tiers to unlock, which is, I believe, a lot of the same. But we've got to have, I think, fixed site trigons to make. See, that's what I'm confused about. Where? Oh, it's right there. Well, I'll be damned. Okay. And then I'm gonna look because I think the final belt, well, the Mark 6 belt, I think uses fixed site trigons. Okay, so we'll need fixed site trigons. We need fused modular frames. And then these sons of bitches. Sam. What are those? RCUs. Okay. And superposition oscillators. This is the last belt. We could unlock this. Yeah, we'll probably unlock this one. Next, we'll work on this one. So what do we need? Oh, I know what I was about to do. I think we're getting down to it because I think I have too many hard drives, honestly, from when I did my spawn. There's none out in the world, so I can't get any more. What I have is what I got. But we're waiting. So, damn. So RCUs, we're going to need that for the next unlock. We need RCUs for... Wait, what are we working on? Oh, supercomputers over there. All right, so we're just stacking RCUs right now, basically, for an unlock. Okay. Oakley dokley. So I need to this doesn't matter. Oh wait, this matters. Let me go back over here and look. I think fused. Not for that. Yeah, right here. Fused modular frames. We need 500 of them. Shut up. I have 100. Okay, let's go see what we got in here. Curium ingots. This is all aluminum production. AI limiter. Get away from me. Limiters. Quick wire. We have up here oscillators. Oscillator. Motor. Heavy HMF. Fuse modular. Yeah. $500. That's quite a bit. We may have to set up a line for that. Let's go see if we can get the rest of our supercomputers for quantum encoding. Oh yeah, we're done. Let's go turn these in. Boom. Done. Quantum encoding unlocked. We're gonna do this one next. Because why not? Let me get these tickets. 250. Like, that ain't shit. Oh, did this ding yet? No. All right. Let's do something. Let's do something. All right, so for this milestone, I need 250 of that. Okay, I need 250 of that. So I need time crystals. I guess I'll just do that. That's fine. Okay, then we need 10,000 plates. Well, this is going to be fun. Let's dump this. All right, let's go get this. All right, what's popping? What's crack-a-lacking? Oh, you know, burning time, doing my thing. I haven't seen Fireman. I really want to go play Scorched and beat it, but I don't know. I want Fireman to do it with us. Okay, we need these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So 2 stacks. I know. I'm just like I wanna do it soon. I'm itching to like go do it. And I'm ready to shut Scorch down. I just got so much going on, man. So much. Well, on a positive note, kind of positive, I guess. It'll only take 10 minutes. Yeah, that's true. So Cindy had an interview today, so she may have a job. She already has a job, but she might have a better job. We're waiting to find out about that. But the downside is that she may have to go start like Saturday. So if she does that, I'll only get to see her like once every 2 weeks, if that. So that means I'm going to be playing a lot more video games if that's the case. Which is great. It's great. I mean, it really is. It's a good thing, but it's like. So, and then about a week out from moving, since she won't be here, about a week out from moving, I'll be on, I'm going to call it half days. So I'll be like packing and moving stuff. But if she leaves that soon, then I'm going to move all my stuff to the living room, and I'll basically go ahead and clear this room out and that room out. So 2 rooms in the house will be done for moving. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm just like, I hate being away from her, but it's like it's temporary and it's for a good reason, and it's, we're solid. I'm not worried about that. I hate being away from my partner. So, but it's okay. I've got my community, and I can dive into my community for a couple, 40 days or so, and neglect my hygiene and all that kind of good stuff and just game. Uh, I just noticed that this camera's up a little high. Let's turn that down. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it won't suck because this way she doesn't take a pay cut. If anything, she may get a pay increase. So it's a really good thing for her, but it's a sucky thing for me. Okay, that's 2,000. I'm waiting. We got 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stage my milestones. Yeah. I mean, might as well. Might as well. Um, and then I don't want to be in this cave, like in this room. So I was like, you know what? I'll just kind of rearrange a little bit for the next month or so, and I'll move out into the living room, and it'll be a better situation. So be good. It's good all around. It's good all around. All around. It's all good things. So, yep, it is what it is. Exactly. So, but I'd like to play through Scorched and finish Scorched, and then I want to wait until after the move. I think wait until after the move because I think Aberration's going to take a while. I wouldn't mind, honestly. I wouldn't mind getting rid of the island and Scorched and moving on to Aberration completely, but I don't know how you feel about that. Either that or um, either that or Extinction. I think, is there only 4 maps right now? That's 3,000. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I want to take our time on aberration. I see us being there for several months, so that's why I'm like, I'm okay with like shutting Scorch down and then giving it like a week and move, or you know, moving everything over from the island, everything that's important, blueprints and whatnot, and then go to aberration and brand new story map is supposed to be coming in December, so probably February. Yeah. What's the new story map? Do we know what it is? It's probably Genesis. It's 4,000. I need one more. And that one's done. Well, the other thing is I'm gonna start recording more, so I'm gonna start doing um like I'm gonna be live streaming, but I figured like when I play with you guys or I'm playing over on 7 days with Iron and them, I'll stream that, and then the obviously if like yeah if we're playing together, I'm gonna stream that, but I'm gonna do some recorded content on like Farm Sim. That's gonna be recorded series. The and then Gold Mining Simulator is gonna be recorded series. It's kind of what I was thinking. Lost Colony. Oh, yeah, we already got that. We already bought that. I forgot about that. Yeah. I could see being on aberration for a month and a half. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a problem. I'm not going to pour into it until after we move. So I don't mind firing up aberration and you guys playing on it, but I mean, I'm okay with just leaving the island up and people play on the island, and then when I get moved and then we can fire through aberration and try and get through aberration during the holidays, and then probably, you know, whenever Lost Colony comes out, we won't have extinction done. I mean, we could have extinction done. October, November, December, January. We could. I mean, it's possible we could have extinction done. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's just slow down on that. Let's just play it when we play it, and I'll keep it up. It's not a big deal, but kind of don't want to have two maps up at once. That's what I'm asking. Is like, do you care if we shut down the island and move our shit over to aberration, or what? Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, damn, 500 of them bitches. Those are done. Need 500 of those, and then whatever that is. Yeah, I mean, I'm good either way. We so my here's my choices. We finished Scorched and we spin Scorch down. We can move everything back to the island. We keep the island up, and you guys just play on the island. Everyone plays on the island until I get moved and things settle down a little bit. That's option one. Option two is that we finish Scorched, and then we leave the island up for about a week. We spin up Aberration. Like, soon as we move everything off of Scorch, we shut down Scorch, we spin up Aberration, which is essentially just change the map name. Or not map name, but change the map, and all the settings stay the same. And then we move between the two to, move everything from the island to Aberration, and then we shut down the island. So it's just a matter of that. But I kind of want to play through Aberration. I've never really played through Aberration in its fullness. I'm not, like, there's a lot of dinos on there that I haven't ever tamed or messed with or whatever. So I kind of want to play through Aberration. So my vote is to finish Scorched and keep the island up. Oh, okay. So all we got to do is just beat the boss and shut down Scorched. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. Would be, but we would progress so much faster. Yeah, that is true. I mean, that is something to consider. But like I said, it's up to you. I mean, I don't. We're gonna beat it anyway. I don't mind. I don't mind at all if we don't start from zero in Aberration. I don't. That doesn't bother me. So it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to, we still get the achievement and everything. Oh, that's pressure conversion. I thought it was nuclear pasta. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm cool with it as long because the other thing is we're gonna have to just me thinking, but I want to tame everything that's special to Aberration. I want to get, you know, add it to the collection. So that may take some time. That's only 9, 47, 43. We gotta fire the turbo engines back up. Turbo mode is. It's alright. And I don't mind it. I don't mind that. I guess. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I know it's going to be easier, but yeah, I've beaten all of them too. I'm okay with it. I don't know. Honestly, if I was already moved, I'd probably cluster, but I'm trying to nickel and dime and be a little stingy right now with my cash. So I'm just trying to, like, make the most out of it. And I think this is the best thing. I can export the entire island server and do a backup. So, like, once we move everything to Aberration, I can back up the island. So I can spin the island back up later if we want, if we decide to cluster. Like, I don't know if we will, but if we decided that's what we wanted to do, we could do that. Oh man, this is like time consuming. This is a grind right here. Yeah, let me message him real quick. Let's see if he's available. I said, "Hey, Bish, when can you run Scorched?" Shows he's offline right now, so. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if they've been talking to you, but I haven't heard from them, so I don't know. I don't know what their situation is. I know he had a lot going on, so, you know, it is what it is. I don't hold any ill will. They're good people. Hopefully they come back. Okay, let's go dump this stuff. But yeah, I agree. We should back it up in case they decide to come back. All right. I was unlocking this one. It's wild, man. I mean, I do know that he had a lot going on, so they may be just, you know, IRL stuff. Yep. Boom. Mark 6 belts. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. That phase is done. This phase was a little more precarious. It'll be all right. He'll circle around. They'll circle around. I have a feeling. But he was, last time I talked to him, he was like, you know, we've already unlocked everything, or I've already been through been through everything. So he wasn't super worried about it. So it's all good. Quantum encoder. I do not have supercomputers and time crystals and turbo motors. Okay, we can solve a few of those things. Did I turn off turbo motors? Where is turbo motors? Mod engines. What the flippin' hell? Turbo motors right here. Oh, this is off. I need to turn this on. Yeah, I'm probably getting off here pretty soon. So wifey's off tomorrow, and if she's gonna have to, you know, do this, I'm probably gonna go spend some time with her and make the most out of the time that I have with her. I'm happy for her. I'm just sucks. All right, brother. We'll holler at you later, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream at this point. I've only streamed a little while, but it's kind of slow going, so I'm gonna work through this kind of off stream, and then we'll pick up when it's time to do some building. So hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. You guys be good, and as usual, take care of each other. Adios.